Hi everyone, welcome to 187th episode of Campus This Week. I am RJ Shreya, Department of Political Science 5th semester, anchoring for Campus This Week for Radio Salesian 19.8 FM. This show is brought to you by AR Enterprise, manufacturers of school and college uniforms and sportswear. The headlines this week: Youth Conclave garners keen interest among students. Urvansh shines at National Road Safety Meet. Workshop on prevention of human trafficking held. Students take part in simulation of global diplomacy. The news in detail. SONADA, Youth Conclave garners keen interest among students. Astha Lama, Political Science 3rd semester reports.
Salesian College Autonomous SONADA hosted the two-day Salesian Youth Conclave 2024 in collaboration with GTA. The two-day event welcomed students from various schools and colleges. The event was graced by distinguished guest Dr. Ranjita Chakravarti, Professor, North Bengal University. Sir T.T. Lama and Mr. Rasik Chetri also joined the conclave on the second day. The session began with an opening address by Ms. Sumit Lepcha, Head of the Department of Political Science, followed by a speech from the Vice Principal, Brother Dr. Augustine Joseph. The conclave featured two committees, the Lok Sabha and the Press Corps, each chaired by an executive board. The Lok Sabha was presided over by Siddharth Chetri as Speaker, Tenzing Namgyal Bhutia as Deputy Speaker, and Thupden Tamang as Special Scribe. The Press Corps was led by Aryan Raya, Abhinava Sinha, and Ronak Lama. The central topic for discussion was regional aspirations, emphasizing Act East policy in light of the current circumstances in Northeast India. The Lok Sabha committee saw debates among delegates representing various regions. A highlight of the conclave was a grand press conference on the final day, where journalists had the opportunity to question delegates portraying prominent Indian politicians and members of parliament. The event concluded with speeches by guests of honor Mr. T.T. Lama and Mr. Rasik Chetri. The Salesian Youth Conclave 2024 was a significant step in empowering youth to engage with and address regional and national issues.
Astha Lama reporting. Siliguri, Urvansh shines at the National Road Safety Meet. Kashish Rathi of Commerce Department 3rd semester reports.
Future 4.0 Yuva National Summit was a national level policy making summit organized by Young Indians. It was organized in Bhopal on 8th and 9th of November 2024. This event hosted participants from 5 different regions of India who qualified through a regional round hosted in their respective regions. Urvansh from Salesian College Siliguri, Commerce Department was selected from the national level to represent the Eastern region. He presented his research on the theme of road safety with the topic Redefining Safer Roads, underlying the problem statements and unique solutions to it. Urvansh was declared as the first runner-up at the event, which had some 400 participants from 5 regions of India. Young Indians is a movement for Indian youth to converge, lead and co-create and influence India's future. Multiple dignitaries, including the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bhopal Mr. Sanjay Singh, Secretary of LNCT Group, Dr. Anupam Chokse, and health councillors graced the event.
Kashish Rathi reporting. You are listening to Campus This Week on Radio Salesian from Salesian College Autonomous, SONADA, Darjeeling. Siliguri, Workshop on Prevention of Human Trafficking held. Joyce, Kempe, Sociology Department 5th semester reports.
The Department of Sociology and Social Work organized a seminar on human trafficking on 13th November 2024 in collaboration with NGO, Mankind in Action for Rural Growth. Mr. Nirna John Chetri of MARC was the resource person for the event. The session commenced with an introduction by Ms. Pema Lama of Sociology 3rd year, followed by a prayer and a felicitation ceremony by Father Dr. Sajaput Desari, Vice Principal of the Deanery of Arts and Humanities and Social Sciences. Ms. Richanta Lepcha, HOD of Social Work Department, introduced Mr. Nirnay John Chetri and MORG, a non-profit organization founded in 2006, registered in New Delhi under the Indian Society Registration Act 1860. During the course of the workshop, the students were informed on various concepts dealing with human trafficking, prostitution of women and children, child abuse, the different forms of child abuse. It was followed by a role play by the students providing a live scenario experienced by the victims of sexual abuse in their everyday life. Also, a video based on real-life event involving the trafficking of young women was screened. The session also involved a quiz and an interactive session between Mr. Nirnay and students. A token of appreciation was presented to Mr. Nirnay and his team by Mrs. Chunku Lepcha, HOD of the Department of Sociology, for his uplifting and unwavering efforts towards a better and a safer society for all. The event finally ended with a vote of thanks by Mrs. Chunku Lepcha, HOD of Department of Sociology.
Joyce Kempe reporting. Siliguri, students take part in simulation of global diplomacy. Sreyashi Biswas, Department of Mass Communication and Journalism, 5th semester reports.
Hi everyone, welcome to Salesian Model United Nations 2024. This is your RJ Sreyashi and I will be covering the special feature on Salesian Intra-Esman 2024 for Radio Salesian 90.8 FM.
Salesian College organized a two-day event Intra-Salesian Model United Nation (ESMAN) on 9th and 10th November 2024, simulating the workings of the United Nations. Held at Marengo Hall, the event saw students don the roles of diplomats to devise solutions for global peace. The inauguration, hosted by Ankita Baroi, began with an invocation by Father Sajiputtu Seri, Vice Principal of Arts and Humanities, followed by opening remarks from Father C.M. Paul, Vice Principal of Sciences. The Intra-Esman featured 4 committees: United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, United Nations Human Rights Council, All India Political Parties Meet, and International Press Committee, each embodying distinct diplomatic styles. While the UN committees focused on composed and solution-driven discussions, the AIPPM stood out with its dynamic and vigorous debates. Over 50 participants engaged in intensive research and negotiations, culminating in a rewarding closing ceremony where winners were recognized. The event praised for boosting participants' confidence, public speaking skills, and diplomatic acumen, concluded with a vote of thanks from Tissa Sen, Secretary General of Intra-Esman 24. Students eagerly anticipate the next Esman.
With this, we come to the end of this event. Intra-Esman 2024 was indeed a tremendous success. So with this is the RJ Sreyashi from Radio Salesian 90.8 FM signing off.
That's all for now from all of us at Radio Salesian. This show was brought to you by AR Enterprise, manufacturers of school and college uniforms and sportswear. Thank you for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your day.